Well, okay, well. uh Womp womp. I meant to put it in my Twitter, but I didn't. Apparently, we're supposed to be going to George Lowe. George Lowe. Oh wait, what? You said World 3. Oh, did I get trolled? I think Cactus trolled me. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, I got trolled. Okay, we're going to Vinbot. Yo. That's tough. All right. I can't believe, bro. Man, that's the last time I'm listening to Cactus, man. All right, hold on. So I have to get a link here. So apparently all events will pretty much be World Zero Vinbot, I guess. So I didn't need to look. I was I was confused. You never know, man. People are weird. Some people be doing weird stuff. You know? I see if we're gonna do a voice chat tonight. I have no clue what's going on there. Okay. Throw that up. Hello, hello. But I didn't see any streaks going, so that's why I was like, man. It's crazy. There was 300 something people on, but there's only 280 in the room. So it's like I feel like dang, a lot of people, I think with the change, a lot of people probably thought that oh dang, wait, so did they do the conversion already? I wonder how much he gained. Maybe there wasn't an update. I don't know. Huh. But dang, what is I haven't signed into this Twitter on my computer yet. This is the first time, man. Tweet this out. Let's see. Wait, did I log in? What happened here? Hello? Wrong password? Oh. There we go. Okay. All right. On Twitter. YouTube. What's going on, Emery? How you doing, man? You already know? Day two, day two. Hello, peoples from Alonzo. You already know? About the deaf conductor. Hello? I have not heard a joke about a deaf conductor. Yo, what's going on here, man? Doing well, just vibing and watching. I appreciate you coming by, man. I know you could be anywhere else on your Tuesday night. Or wait, is it no, it's Tuesday night. Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being here with the gang. Hopefully tonight's event goes pretty well. I have no clue who's going for daily. I'm gonna be completely honest. I stayed up really late today. So I probably didn't go to bed till like noon, I think. I want to say like noon, 12:30, and then I woke up about like 4:30, I'd say like 5 o'clock ish. So did not sleep much, but hey, duty calls. You know, you gotta get the stream out. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go to work. Gotta wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? Gotta eat. You know, gotta get the stuff going. That's how life goes. Sometimes you miss out on some sleep and then you make up for it the next day, right? I mean, it's not a good habit, right? You don't want to make it a good habit, but again, sometimes you just gotta get her done. All right, so I have no clue who's going for gifting, by the way. Oh yeah, I think he gets a slash fame all. Let's see here. Nice, nice. Ooh, let me reply to this. We're gonna be streaming here to TikTok here soon. Once I get my TikTok account right. Oh, by the way, Alonzo, I ran into Bleach. What? Of course I remember Bleachify, bro. Like, that's family. Told her about the gifting. I think you remember her from long ago before she left ED. Yeah, of course. That's crazy. Hey, man. Like, if you run to her again, but say just let her know, tell her I said what's up, and I hope she's doing very well. You know what I mean? She's one of the OGs, man. Like, again, like she was a part of EUV and everything, She played comp, was putting up wins. We were handling business back in the day, man. Oh, facts. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I hope she's doing well, I mean, again, like you can't blame people from stepping away from the game. Like there's a lot of stuff, I mean, that goes into games like this, especially when there's a lot of like community, like a lot of people talk and stuff, a lot of things are a lot more personal than just the game, right? So it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Wish her the best though. I hope she's doing well. Hopefully, maybe one day she can stop by. If not, it is what it is. Man, trying to figure out if anybody wants to voice chat. What's going on, Innocent? How are you, man? Innocent Amon? The game is too unbalanced. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, I can't argue with that, right? Like, there's a lot of things that they still do need to fix, but it's one of those things where they basically, instead of trying to fix the balance for everybody, it's almost like they kind of put game modes for the people that want to play certain things, right? So like, again, like if you want to just be an NPC person or just kill like bots and stuff, come out with cool builds, you can do jug, right? Look cool, play cool, you know what I mean? 2v2 if you want to link up with a homie, what I'm saying, get some teamwork in. The way it is, it's pretty much like you're guaranteed to get wins as long as you run the right builds, right? Over time, like you're gonna lose some games or you're gonna win some games. And then again, if you really want to get like competitive, like I would almost call it like ranked, damn near. Then again, you get into 1v1, and 1v1 can be extremely imbalanced, of course. But I mean, again, 1v1 is not for the faint of heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are just gonna say shit and do weird shit and throw you off game. But yeah, you have varium cores, you can't win shit. I mean, again, like I think with the battle passes, like again, you could definitely get a battle pass for free. There's a lot of creators in the game, man. Like we'd be giving out AP and stuff for free. I won't even call them creators. Like they're not even content creators. There's a lot of people that just do like giveaways and stuff like that. Like there's plenty of people that like probably have not put a dime into this game, but still have like varium and plenty of credits and different cores. Like I'm not saying they're balling or they're the most competitive or whatever, but they definitely can get like a good build, especially if you're around them at the right time. It's all about just playing the game at the right time type thing. So it's like, again, like you could get a free battle pass, you can get a free set of AP or whatever. You can get like a different thing. I mean, this is kind of probably risky to do in the middle of this, but see, you go to Vivarium, whatever, right? You got stuff like this for the higher. This is like the $50 tier or whatever. I mean, obviously this is for gifting and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure they have like stuff like this. This is only 4,000 AP. I think it's like $20. You have cores like that. I mean, that's another 10,000, but this is like 4,000 stat booster pack. You know what I'm saying? I think you get those same thing, those in gifts, those same cores, stuff like that. Yeah, Ultra Crusader is really good. I mean, again, it's really good for, I would say 2v2s and for Jug, I would think. But again, I mean, there's just different like ways, you know what I mean? Like, I will say again, like, it's not a free to play game like that. Like, again, like, it's not, like, this isn't a Fortnite type of model game, right? But again, it definitely is a lot more forgiving than what it used to be back in the day. And again, I think with time, essentially it's going to keep getting more forgiving. I think with a lot of people behind it, a lot of us understand that like free to play is how you kind of keep a game alive. I mean, you want to have people that are gonna be able to like get interested in the game before they feel like they have to put money into it. And I think that they're heading towards a way of that, but again, it takes time. Again, how it was before, I mean, it was very heavily pay to win. I mean, no one ignored that, but there were so many players that no one really cared, right? Like no one really wanted to address the issue. But now again, it's getting close. You're at crunch time, right? You got to try different things. So I think, over time, it'll definitely get more balanced. You know what I mean? You just got to keep playing, keep playing, keep trying different things, figuring out different stuff. I mean, yeah, you can use me as an example. I have plenty of cores. I probably have every core in the game, right? I still get smacked because I'm trash, right? Like, the cores don't necessarily make it so it's a guaranteed win if you don't know how to use them, right? They definitely give you an advantage, but it's not like it's a automatic win every single time just because you have a good core. I will say, obviously, there's balanced stuff where again, a good battle pass core comes out. Like right now, the Kaijuzilla type shit, right? Like that's really good. Definitely an advantage plus like 5, right? Like you could say that's OP, but again, they do that to market it, right? It's supposed to have interest. You want to be able to get a battle pass item and it be good. So yeah, and the same thing with the variant. That's what I'm saying, man. Like the cool thing with the whole battle pass system is again, like the premium battle pass, I think by itself, I want to say it's like what, $20? I think it's 4,000 AP to get the enhanced version or whatever. I mean, you get the basic stuff too over time. So it's like, even if you wanted to again save up or again you didn't have money, bro, like there's plenty of us that do like 20k AP, you know what I'm saying, giveaways or whatever. Even if you're even if you play like AQW or something, right? Like plenty of those creators do, AP giveaways too. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of stuff that's like cheap to where again you could get like a little lucky, right? Just being around long enough, cop something cool, and then next thing you know, like, man, there's plenty of people like, bro, Nico's a prime example, right? Like Nico, like I know there's people in here that know Nico. I've never seen Nico ever buy variant ever. Like I don't know, he could have maybe in the past, like I don't know. But again, I've literally never seen that man ever buy variant. I've known that man for probably over 10 years. Never seen him once buy variant. This man will have everything. Like we're talking cores, we're talking like battle pass stuff. Like yeah, he wouldn't get like everything, but this man would have the most credits and stuff like that. Like he'd have every opportunity he could get something. He was signing up every giveaway. Like he definitely was the person that was extending that like free to play type shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you have to be like him, but like, again, it's just dedication type thing, right? Like if you really like the game, you find an aspect you like, you hang around long enough, you'll definitely 1000% be able to come across some AP or something that again get you an advantage to where you can start playing like again other things like 1v1 stuff like that. Nah, I don't miss room cap at all. I figure it's better without room cap because again, like that was the thing that was so stressful back in the day. It was like you're out here like fighting with other people to get in the room, and then on top of it, you had other people be booting people off and stuff. Like man, you had people like again like I don't know, man. Like back in the day, there'd be people. Like let's say someone was gifting, it'd be like a not like a random person, like let's say you knew him or whatever, it was like a BR or something, right? They'll be gifting, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, my homie didn't get in, so we're switching worlds. And then it's like, okay, so everyone ups, leaves, goes to the next room, and then again, maybe you didn't get in this time, right? And now it's like, oh fuck, like I'm gonna miss out. Oh, again, oh my homie didn't get in, so I'm switching worlds. Like, bro, like there was people that would be switching worlds like 10 times just to gift. Like, bro, what kind of attention seeking is that, man? Like, bro, you throw up the world. If you get in, you get in. If you don't, you don't. Like, there's plenty of gifts around. It'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I get wanting to gift to your friends and all, but like, if it's that important to you, bro, let them know on the side before you even release the location type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, see, Cactus knows, man. Like I was crazy. It was so annoying because you would get in, and again, this is back in the day where people were playing on phones. PCs weren't as great back then. You're playing on crappy laptops and stuff, right? Like you were just lucky enough to get in the one room, right? And then again, you didn't even want to touch anything. Like that's how sketchy it was. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh yeah, we're switching. Gone. And then again, you're looking around in the names and shit. Like imagine looking around for a name and all this fucking text down here. You're looking around to see like, bro, is this person gone? Is he there? He was right here. And then you have people typing in shit. Bro, I think he's seen him left. Oh, he went to World Zero. I pinged him. I tracked his location. And then, people are like, bro, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. The hunt was crazy. So do I miss room cap? Hell no. Like I am glad that you could be stress free. You still could do your life. People could be like, oh yeah, hey, the event's gonna start at 7. Okay, hey, I gotta put away the dishes real quick. I'm gonna pop up at 7:25 or whatever, right? And you still could get in, right? You might miss some gifts, but you still could get in, right? Like that's the whole point. I feel like having the cap increase guarantees you still can get in. The more players, the better, right? Especially for the people spending the money, So it's like the more people that get in, hey, that's great, I'm ultimately me. Yeah, see, okay, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, you missed the feeling though. That you gotta be quick and stuff. Yeah, no, I feel that though. I feel that. I will say again, it was satisfying when you would I'm not gonna say like to rub it in or anything like that, right? But it's like satisfying when you would get in, you're clicking in, you're at the world map, like clicking on the little locator or whatever, and then you get in, and then you have all these people are like, oh dang, I can't get in, or you have these people like tweeting like I'm trying to get in or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, like I got in, like you feel like a cool kid or something, right? But yeah, I get that. I get that. If you're in the room or in the world and UDC, it's oh yeah, that's facts. You smashed that shit. Yeah. Yeah, there was nothing worse than being like, bro, like, oh, you missed all the other big events or something. Cause like, again, like even this year, like this year has been like, again, to me, like, I think this year's been crazy. I know a lot of people have been saying like compared to last year, this isn't that big of a deal or whatever. But to me, again, like as a person that is seeing it kind of get to what it is over time, like, we're talking people would spend like, again, like back with like Nemesis 30, right? Like Nemesis 1 with like the first couple giftings with like a couple $100 type thing, you know what I mean? Like people were putting in like $150 and that was like crazy, you know what I mean? That was like rain, oh my gosh, this guy is insane, you know what I mean? So it's like to see people be like, oh, first day, oh yeah, James, yeah, I'm casually just gonna 400K, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, how many Varium did you spend? You know what I'm saying? A lot, you know what I mean? But still, it's like, dang, it's like people just casually kind of throw that out there. It's not even that big of a deal. And then you'll still see people like, oh yeah, it's not that worth it. Like, bro, it was like 3,000 gifts yesterday and I missed the first half, right? So like, if you got to both events, you probably got like maybe 7,000 gifts. And you'd be like, yeah, no, 4,000 gifts, it's not that worth it. Like, what? Like, I don't know, man. Like, again, I get it. The inflation has been a little crazy with all the Chivos and like, they're spending 20 million on an achievement and shit like that. And, you have these like platinum weapons and stuff like that that are like millions of credits. And like, I get it. Like the inflation's high, but still, man, like, I don't know, the value of credits, man. It's still value in my opinion. I feel like, bro, like someone just putting up that amount of money, that's free money. Like, hey, we gotta take it while we can, man. At least for someone like me, like I play the game, so it's like I be, y'all know me. I be switching classes, buying shit, going through shit, selling shit, trying to just play, So it's like, hey, the more money, the better. There's never gonna be an important time when I'm like, yeah, I have all this money and I just can't spend it, Just because again, I don't think there'll be an ever point in time where I'm like James status and I have like every item in the game or whatever, and I'm just literally just stacking currency, right? Like, I just don't think I would have the discipline to store that much stuff. Like, I only store the stuff I really like, and then eventually I get bored, and then I'm like, man, why do I have this stuff? And then I'll sell it, and then eventually I'll be like, oh man, I like it, and then I'll buy it back. But yeah, to me, hey, credits are credits, man. Best part was when the DC was like, oh man, but it's like you couldn't even get mad at it. But there was people that definitely would get mad at it. There'd be people cussing people out, wishing the worst upon people just because they didn't let them get in their event, which is crazy. It's nuts. I think they did take too long to remove the cap for sure. If they would have did so in the beginning, I think again it would have been good. I mean, again, to be honest, like I think we all can kind of, now that gifting is kind of here and no one wants to like again, I think it's established enough to where again it's going to continuously be around like year after year, as long as the game's up at least, right? Just because I think they're getting it down to a T where it's not too like overwhelming on the team, and I think people are getting used to it enough to where again it's not like something that's gonna like, I don't know, be groundbreaking every time. Like again, you're gonna have different shit, like because again, there's always gonna be some random person some year or whatever that pop up and drop $10,000 or something like that, right? Like that's always gonna be a possibility, but I just think it's getting to a point where everything's like stable, if that makes sense, right? So it's like I think they can actually not have to worry about being like, oh, we're gonna take this out, or we're gonna do something else, or Like I think it's here to stay. So it's like it's at that point where I think they can build around it, hopefully. And then again, like maybe again, I know we say this every year, but like again, hopefully after this gifting, again, they can kind of build on the hype, bring some good content in, bring some changes that, the community likes and stuff, and just kind of keep the players, what I'm saying, interested, right? A bunch of credits, things are going to be there. You got to be able to provide something for them to spend it on. Like that's how things work, right? You can't just inflate the market with a bunch of money and then be like, oh, well, we're just going to let you guys sit on it. Cause that just, people just get bored, like you feel like you beat the game, there's no point, you know what I mean? So hopefully again, they can capitalize on this year. Again, I think that every year we get more and more people that genuinely care about the game enough to just like provide their own opinion, like unbiased, and kind of just like give pointers to, the people that listen. And again, there's people on the team that do listen to us, whether we want to admit it or not. So again, I just think with enough love over time, man, we'll get there, get there. We just got to have faith. We got to keep going. Yeah, the amount of gifts keep going up every year. I don't think we're gonna do as crazy last year, just because again, I think everyone, again, like the inflation from last year, I think is still so high this year, just because again, like the content this year wasn't that good. Like even the beginning was fire. Like again, the first couple months, I would say, leading up to summer, and then I mean, again, I got hurt and stuff, so it's like, but I was still kind of like seeing and paying attention and stuff, right? So it's like leading up to summer, I think the content was great, but once they kind of hit that point where they're like, oh, we kind of don't really want to like tweak the balancing too hard. And then they had the big update where they switched things, kind of reverted to the old days, right? Now things are like low health and stuff again. And, you have like the, what is it? What's it called? The thing that like affects your stats if your health is too high or whatever that's called, right? They have those little things that like changed up the balance, right? But the battle passes after that were all purely basically cosmetic. And then like half the bots were trash. So it's like, it didn't really do anything to the PvP. Like people didn't really want to spend their credits. They didn't really want to like try shit out. They didn't really want to do anything. Like a lot of the stuff was just kind of old stuff coming back to light, which is cool, but it's like, it only goes so long, nostalgia only goes so long. Like you got to have some sort of game plan here. So I figured that's what they've been doing this year, at least, I have high hopes for that. I'm hoping they're going to be able to continue the hype throughout the year, because again, they're getting good at that. They're getting good at least keeping everyone's attention for the first like couple months. I would say right until about like the end of March type thing. Like March, April was when everyone kind of starts like falling off and things start dying. So again, if they can come up with some good content around then that keeps everyone locked in till summer, and then same thing, you just keep people locked in year round, like bro, you'll just continue to like increase the player count over year, like steadily. And again, safely, right? We're not going to have inflated numbers where, oh, we have like 1,500 people online or something like that. And then, now there's only 200, right? But again, you're going to have people that are just steadily over here. Again, it might be like 300 this year. The next year it might be like 4, next year after it might be like 5. Next year after that might be like 6, right? And then it might casually get to like, I could honestly see, I could see a strong, like, I'd say 2,000 to like 5,000 people in like, I would say 5 to 7 years. Again, if the game continues to go, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I do think we're going to be in here. Because again, I just think things can only get better. The game hit rock bottom, like dead ass. So again, you only can go up from there, right? You can't get worse than rock bottom. You can't get worse than, cutting people off, firing people from the team, getting rid of the biggest event, announcing the game's gonna die, and then it continues to live. Like you can't really get past that. There's nothing worse than that. Oh yeah, of course. And I mean, that's always something that it's kind of hard, because you want to keep the people that are continuing to like get higher levels. You want them to have some sort of reward for being that high of a level, right? Like think of it like Call of Duty. Like obviously there's not like a multiplayer advantage, but the person with like the level 10 or prestige 10 skin or whatever, like that type of cosmetic is cool. And maybe that's what they should introduce, cosmetics for legendary levels, but like specific ones you get for free just for like hitting a certain level. That would be sick. Like that'd be cool. Maybe they can implement something like that. And then again, then maybe they take away legendary levels for that. Maybe people will be okay with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think the little, don't they have like the bot or whatever? What's that thing? I think there's like a passive or whatever, to where if like you're up against somebody that's like a super low level, you get like a boost, right? I mean, I think that kind of helps. The game could shut down. No, I don't see it. I mean, again, why at this point, I think they understand that the probably cost to run the game, they probably make more money than what it costs to run the game. So again, there's no point. Like again, they literally. I'm not saying they provide no effort because again, they have people that obviously work on the game, right? But again, like it's not like it's like enough to where it affects anything else, right? Like they could obviously pull Night Wraith at a moment's notice and be like, oh, we need you to work on this, and then you can get back to that, right? And again, I just feel like they make more money than what it costs to like actually put up a server. So it's like, what would be the point? Reset is at 9, so hour and 15 minutes. Put up 200K gifts last year as I can tell you that's really rare. Yeah, the 50K variant pack costs over 30% of most people's salary. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's insane. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, dog. Again, that like I said, that support really does matter to like, people like us that are in the community. Not to say that, we specifically need the gifts or anything like that, but again, it's just the hype, like the fact that you're somebody from, completely different area, what I mean, playing the game that we all share and then investing such a large portion of money that's very important to you, right? It's like that's awesome. What I mean? That means you really do enjoy the game as much as, everyone else does that, pitches in and does the same thing. So it's like, I feel like the more people that kind of do that and show that they have an appreciation for the game, like it's only going to attract more attention, right? Like you only can get headlines with people being like, oh, there's this Flash game that again, people are spending thousands of dollars on. But again, there just has to be, outlet in people talking about it type thing. How much could they expand on it? I mean, again, it's a funny thing. People have always say that like every year, right? And again, like before the Battle Pass came out, again, people said the same thing. How can they expand on the game? The Battle Pass came out and the Battle Pass has kept a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? Again, I think the Battle Pass deserves a lot of credit, I think a lot of people got a lot of benefit from that. Obviously, it's not perfected. And, again, it's something that they're still working on. But again, like it's definitely gotten good. And especially like the introduction, I guess, of, Akka. I think it's Akka. I think it's like I'm always bad at this. It's Akka. Yeesh. All right, everyone knows what I'm talking about. The artist, that's awesome. Everyone loves him. Again, I got to figure out how to say his name perfectly. But anyways, with his introduction, bro, his art's awesome. Like his art's sick. He does a lot for the game. I think a lot of people definitely didn't see a lot of like the animations and stuff that, he brings to the game and a lot of the artwork he does bring to the game. I don't think people ever thought stuff like that was going to kind of exist. There was always a point, like I would say before he came in, that people always wanted the older gear because the older gear looked better than the newer gear. It was almost like you could tell the newer gear was almost like a burnt out, like, like it just wasn't as like creative, right? But you bring in this fresh artist that kind of has this new, style, like his own kind of, we'll say flavor, he kind of adds to it. And it's like, bro, like a lot of the things he adds to the game, fire. I mean? And again, I just think certain things like that over time, like it only can get better. I mean? Like certain things they could capitalize on, and I think Night Wraith is great at that. Like, yes, there's things that are at a limit, but he's very, very good at expanding those walls of like that kind of box, flashes in. And again, I feel like the better it gets, again, hopefully one day it gets to an, Epic Duel 2 or something like that. They remake it on a new platform. I mean, that's like, like very, very high hope thinking, right? But again, all you can do is kind of sustain what we have here. And again, I think most of it is just, again, great. Like, yeah, I just think the artwork and stuff is good enough, But again, yeah, that's just me. You know what I mean by the players? I mean by the devs. They're only writing. That's why they don't shut it down. What do you mean? Oh, they're only wiring. Wait, oh no, whining? Yeah, sorry, whining. That's why they don't shut it down. Yeah. I mean, again, it's limited with the old technology, right? It's Flash, so it's like you can't have too many things that you could like do or change that is going to be like crazy compared. You know what I mean? Like obviously it's never going to be compared to like Apex or something or Call of Duty, right? But again, I just think for what it is, especially accessibility wise, right? Like again, if they made like some sort of Epic Duel version of the game that again you could carry over your like inventory or whatever from here, to there in like some way, shape, or form, that would be great. You know what I mean? Like there's so many ways they could expand on it, but again, you have to keep providing the pulse until they have the opportunity to actually do so. Again, like, this is a company, I think people have to realize, like, every new product they make is kind of bad. Like, it does not do well. Like, it's just what it is. They are literally living off of old stuff. So it's like, for them to at least be some sort of like safe and like some sort of company mindset, you have to basically provide all your resources to your number one like source of income, and that's AQ Worlds, right? So I mean, again, I get it, from a standpoint, like, I used to take it a lot more personal, but like once I started to like kind of think about it, right? Like, again, I mean, Artix is like, I don't have too many nice things to say about Artix. Like, I'm sure he's a great person, but as like a CEO or whatever, I mean, again, he has his fair share of downfalls over the years. But anyways, I think the main thing you have to kind of realize is that, companies like that, they lead by the head. And I will say, like, I learned, especially from other games like Smite, like High Res, stuff like that, which unrelated, but they have similar situations like company structures to where, again, like, a lot of the people that are, we'll say, like, announcing the decisions to the public or like coming up with the things and like releasing things, they don't necessarily make the decisions that they always want to make, if that makes sense. They do the artwork and the programming and all this other stuff, but they can't just do what they want to do all the time. They have to get things approved. They have to kind of go by an agenda. They kind of have to go with the flow of the company type of thing. So unfortunately with that is like, I think, again, what people have to understand is EPICDUEL is the stepchild. Like, that's just what it is, Again, it got adopted into the Artix family. Again, it's been making money, which is great. It's been doing its part, but it will never get the exact attention as the names or the games that have the CEO's actual like alias name behind it, right? So it's like, yeah, that's just kind of the reality of it. But again, if we kind of provide, again, the pulse, the stepchild stays around long enough, again, you can get support in its own ways and, again, shine on its own. You don't need the family to kind of, lift you up or kind of get to a point where you can do your own thing, right? Like, you can make it on your own, even if you are the stepchild. And I feel like we will do that. We have been doing that, right? Like, again, we've been paving a way for ourselves for, again, since I got out of fucking high school and even before then. So we're talking 10 plus years of, again, doing our own thing, kind of just operating on our own rules, doing our own, things. Like, things have been bad, but they've also gotten a lot better over time. So it's just like, yeah, it's just one of those things we have to kind of be patient with, but also kind of, again, you don't have to necessarily like commit to that, right? Like, I understand I don't think I'm in voice chat. I don't even know if there's anyone in voice chat. I gotta check that in Discord, but that's making me hot, man. I get passionate, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's one of those things that I feel like people have to understand that, again, like, over time, things will get better. Over time, anybody can turn into a diamond. You know what I'm saying? And EPICDUEL will do that in its own way. And that's the thing. I feel like the way games and stuff are going, it's going to be great and all for those games. But this game is going to be one of those things that, again, you play it because of the nostalgia. You play it because of the simplicity. You play it because, again, it's one of those, I could play it on the road. Again, I could pull a Puffin or whatever, play it at work. You know what I'm saying? If I have a laptop, I'm at school or whatever, I'm at college, I pull it up real quick. I'm running jug games while I'm studying. You know what I mean? It's one of those things you can kind of fit into your daily life in small amounts and still be very rewarding over time. You know what I mean? Again, going from 0 to 40, legendary ranks, again, inventory. Again, the years I've been playing this game, I never in a million years would thought I have as many items as I have now. And I still want more. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing to me, like, coming from where I started in the game, bro, like, I still can't believe this is my account, So it's like, I feel like people will get that, time, but it takes time, it takes a lot of time, and I remember, again, like, back in the day when I was, not as, flashy as I am now, not having as many cool things as I do now, again, I definitely was like, oh man, it's going to take forever. And, I take breaks from the game, I quit the game sometimes, again, but I'd always come back in the hopes of, I could build up my character, right? Like, this was my version of like World of Warcraft, right? Like, it was cool building myself up, seeing the changes, you would see over time just from like just simple things you're doing with just little work. It's like, it's still hard to believe I've played over 40,000 battles on one character. Again, this is the person in the beginning. I would make characters after like 100 battles. Like, bro, I'd hit level 20. Oh, I'm making a new character because shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my inner child sees stuff like this and I'm just like, damn, like, you know, I really made something like of this account, you know, over the time. And people can have different opinions, but man, like that to me over time, like again, translates to other things in real life. But again, it doesn't have to do that for everyone, right? I just think it's cool to see the progress, right? Like I think it's really cool to see the over time, like you just see people again, even in game, right? Like you see people like over time, like bro, like the stars and stuff, like the achievement points, like again, Bane's account, bro. I was there when Bane, again, his original account got banned and he made a new account. And I remember this was back when everyone would put on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, like fastest person to get this amount of stars. You know what I'm saying? Fastest person to get 5 stars in Epic Duel history, stuff like that, right? And Bane was on the run, bro. Bane didn't even play the game. Like he wouldn't even play multiplayer. He would be like level 10 and have like just stars, like mad achievement stars, like killing bosses, doing all this other stuff. And now to this day, again, I'm pretty sure he's on LB for like, again, player rating, which is crazy. Like he's lapped me. And this is someone who, again, I know he made his account in Omega. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like different things like that. You could see a lot of people put time and effort into it. And it's like, man, like, I just think if you're a person who likes seeing that kind of, you know, progress over time, hey, this game is that, you know, you can put it down, come back to it later and still be pretty good as long as you have people that are going to guide you in the right direction, which the community will. You know, fortunately enough, I feel like back in the day, we definitely didn't have as welcoming of a community. So, yeah, I mean, if anything, I would say a lot of people agree. It kind of took a minute to get that kind of like toxicity, like we'll say like print, you know, off of the Epic Duel name, you know, for a long point in time. But yeah, man, I feel like they're actually working on ED, but also there are some obvious things they could do. Yeah, there's a lot of people who play it on phones. I'm pretty sure a phone app would get a lot of players. Yeah, facts. And then, I mean, the thing about the app though is that I'm sure the only thing I can think of which would be the issue is that you can't convert it, right? Like you can't taking all the data that's like probably stored. It would probably be in pot. Like you might fuck up Epic Duel in the process of trying to like copy and paste all that data somewhere else, right? So it's like they probably want to avoid that, and then making a different system that could, I guess, like link to the inventory or have it some sort of like we'll say, I guess, like link, you know what I mean, just to be able to like have that, I think would probably be hard too. So I think the only option you have for an app is if you make an Epic Duel 2 and you kind of start it over and maybe give like perks for having, you know, the stuff in first one, right? But again, I feel like at that point you risk killing one though, right? And that's the whole thing. I don't think they want to, just like at AQ Worlds, right? I think they're at the point where they don't really want to like kill those things. Even why AQ 3D kind of went in a different direction, you know, they kind of went more like, I mean, AQ Worlds was kind of World of Warcrafty, but like not as World of Warcrafty as like AQ again 3D is. And then even with like AQ Infinity, right? Like I feel like they try to go more like mobile appy, right? Like they kind of try different routes, but it's not like the remake of that. So again, like from a business perspective, like it's hard to make a decision like that and like sink everything into it, because again, they did that with BioBeast, right? They probably really expected a pop off with BioBeast, but BioBeast was BioBeast was BioBeast. Like we all know how that went. So it's kind of hard to like for sure put something in there or like for sure go a direction and then have it not work out because you're already a company that's probably damn near close to like hemorrhaging money, you know, or not really doing that great, right? Like you're making money, but like obviously you want to be making more money, right? So yeah, you just don't really have the capital to like invest work effort and time into something and then it not work out like the way the other things have, you know, unless again it's the CEO pitching it, because then it's like, okay, well, I could be mad at myself for, you know, like having something not work out. But if an employee does something and it doesn't work out and it costs me money, I'm probably going to fire that person. Like, so yeah, it's a tricky slope, but again, we'll get there. I just think it's time. And again, little by little, like, again, I think the little changes really matter in the long run, right? Like the little things that, you know, they improve over time. Like recently, right? They just improved the cap on factions. They just made it so you can add 2 more people into your faction, right? You used to have 18, but now you can have 20. So it's like, bro, like little things like that. Imagine if back in Delta, you know, people had 20 members in a faction. Bro, the influence would be even crazier for the window. Bro, like imagine like JTPY, like EUV, the Bomb Squad, like I'm sure there's other ones out there that I'm not thinking of at the time. Like, but even stuff like today, like Exile Royals, You know what I'm saying? Like, all these different factions over time would have way more influence, even if you add those 2 more people. So it's like seeing those changes like that at this point in the game is like, bro, like I'm saying, I think they're listening. You know, again, I think they're listening to the people that really do want to, you know, again, provide the right, like, little changes they can kind of do. And the bigger things will come in time. But again, you kind of do what you can, you know? It's like, think of it like a house, right? Like if I had a house and I needed furniture, you know, again, I might get a pull-out chair just to kind of compensate until I can get enough for a chair, right? And then again, if that one breaks, okay, I might have to get another pull-out chair. You know, maybe that one's a little more expensive, right? But again, you go little by little until you can one day afford that big change of getting that furniture. You know, the important thing is keeping the house up, right? Like you got to keep a roof over your head. You know, and I think that's the thing. Like, you know, even though they don't want to admit it, because again, like I said, it's a stepchild. Epic Duel definitely provides its part. Again, if they wanted to pull the plug, or if it was like, we'll say like financially smart for them to pull the plug, they would have a long time ago, 100%. I mean, they tried, right? Again, I mean, they tried to kill it, but again, they had too many people that kept playing the game. They were just like, oh man, like there's still people buying AP. You had people literally like, imagine when the Omega, before they started, even like Night started working on the game again. We're talking years and years ago, when it was just like the Omega promo was out there for probably like, again, like 2-3 years or something like that, right? There was people like buying the Omega promo like over and over and over again. Like I remember it was like a joke. Like people would have like mad copies of the same sword like in their inventory because they kept buying the same promo over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Because again, it was just like there was nothing else out there to buy, you know? So again, like people that are playing the game are like, bro, I need Varium, but like there's not another promo, so I'm just gonna buy the same promo. You know? Yeah, 2017, because he saw that a bunch of people were still playing. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's like things like that. They tried to kill it. That's what I'm saying. Like they literally tried to kill it. But again, there was people that cared about the game on the inside enough to say, hey, bro, like you don't need to do anything for me. I'll just work on the game. Like, you know what I mean? And again, as a business person, you cannot argue with free. Again, like they're not paying Nightwraith any extra money probably for working on Epic Duel. They're not paying any extra money than they have to keep the game alive. We'll put it like that, right? You know, they're putting out as much free credentials and getting as much free help as they can, you know? Which again, you do what you gotta do to keep the game alive. But I'm just saying, best believe if they were gonna pull the plug, bro, they would have. If it was financially smart for them to do that, they probably would have, you know? But again, whatever amount of money it makes throughout the year, hey, it's obviously enough for them to keep letting Nightwraith doing what he's doing, you know, keep over time investing some sort of resources into it. So yeah, it's like, you know, it has a pulse, you know, again, you can't argue with that. And I feel like over time that pulse can turn into a heartbeat, man. You just got to give it enough love and support, you know? Oh yeah, bro, the people that have been playing, they've been playing for years, man. Like I'd be surprised. Again, like I couldn't imagine myself not playing the game. I mean, over time, like again, I'll probably play less and less. Like, of course, you know, like I'll be like 45, like logging in or whatever, still like probably just talking to people. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean. I'm still gonna be playing the game because it's just like I said, it's just a personal attachment to my character, right? Like I've been through so much where again, I'm mad as fuck playing games. You know, like playing games on here, or times where again I've stayed up all night, like literally, like I can't even tell you how many times I've literally just been playing the game, not even like trying to, but just again playing the game, like not even like oh, I'm having super fun, or oh, like it's super bad. Like I'm just like thinking, you know, like just having kind of like conversations with myself. Like we're talking middle of the night, just, you know, me and the screen type thing, right? And you're kind of just going through the motions, thinking about life, like thinking about different things going on, you know, thinking about, you know, what's going on in just things around you, right? Like I don't want to speak too much on it, but yeah, again, like I feel like plenty of people have so many personal attachments to it that again, a lot of people just aren't gonna just up and quit. Because again, it's such a, like, what's the word? Like it's such a like we'll say ease, right? At this point, right? Like once you build your character up to a point, like it's so easy just to again log on, like hop in a few games, whatever, and then hop off, right? Like it's not that deep, right? But like again, I can understand if you know you're a low level or you haven't put in the game that much or it's anything like that. I mean, there's plenty of games that I like quit that, you know, I played for a year or two or whatever, like Destiny. You know, I played Destiny for a long time, but again, I quit because again, it just got boring, right? And I've logged in Destiny in a long time, you know what I mean? And I understand that, you know, some people are like that. They didn't put enough time into it, but this game, bro, I've like 10 plus years, you know? So I don't know if I can quit. Like I can take breaks, but I don't know if I can quit like that, you know? It'd be hard just because it would feel weird. Like you just, again, you're curious. You get curious. You know, you want to talk to the people that the friends you made, the family you made. You want to see how they're doing, hoping they're going good and X, Y, and Z, right? You got your house gift going today. It's going pretty good. I mean, people are popping off. Yeah, it's crazy. It's already been at how it's been 45 minutes, man. It's crazy, man. Bro, I can talk to y'all all day, man. It's crazy, man. Like I say, y'all really are like a large part of my life. It's very, very easy to talk to you guys. But yeah, no, gifting's going good today, man. I think I still don't know who's going for first, actually. Let's see. Eads in first. You have Joker under, and Enchant is in third. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Eads going for it or what. But yeah, we're chilling. 22 watching. You're so famous. Not even. I just have good support, man. Oh, Enchant's going for it today. Okay, bet. Yeah, Enchant is a beast. So I wouldn't see anybody messing with him like that. Oh, E dropped a few hours ago. Oh, okay, my bad. I missed that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'd be missing gifts too, man. I seen like Joker was popping off earlier. I logged on just to get the daily missions real quick. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, something out here bobbing off, man. It's crazy. Some people just be gifting just to gift, which is good. Again, I think it's awesome. It's nice to have those kind of like random moments, man. Like again, like back in the day, you would just be camped out at a different world or different location. You'd be looking at Twitter. Someone said they're going this world. Someone said they're going to this world. You're just waiting, chilling, talking to people, mingling. It almost reminded me of like when you're sitting outside for like shoes or something. Has anybody ever like gone to like a Walmart or something for like a pre-sale or something, or like a Black Friday event, something like that, right? You're just like sitting outside and kind of just like talking to people, like mingling. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, no, it used to be super stressful. But I mean, like they were saying earlier, like again, like I think you do kind of get like funny memories in that stress, right? Like again, I don't wish it to go back to what it was, but I do appreciate those kind of moments where, you can kind of like, again, just appreciate what it is. Like just like the funny moments. Dang, I am really sweating in here, man. It's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's my hair, to be honest. Like I've probably not had this much hair in a long time, but just finding again like good positive moments in the stress. I feel like that's what kind of made it awesome, right? Like again, like imagine again, you're sitting there, you got in a room, there's like a bunch of people in there, and you're like, the gifter's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go at like what would they say back in the day? Like because I'm trying to think, what would the room be at? I think it was like 125 or something, maybe like 200 before they even expanded it. But basically, it'd be like, oh, we're waiting like 5 more, 10 more, right? And this is back in the day where again, it was hard to even get that many people in there because the game would it would lag, right? It would freeze and people would start lagging out and all sorts of stuff, right? But you'd have people in there and be like, okay, I'm gonna go in like 5 more people, and then everyone else over there, you have random people, go, gift now, gift please, go now, fuck that, like. Go now, like, bro. Like, I'm waiting for 5 more people. Nah, bro, go now. Like, gift now. Like, I gotta go in 10 minutes. What does this have to do with you? Like, bro, this is my event, bro. If you don't, like, it's almost like they're putting a gun to you, like in the game. Like, they're like, bro, if you don't fucking gift right now, things are gonna be bad for you and your family. Like, yo, it was nuts, man. Oh yeah, 125. Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, for some reason that popped in my head because I just feel like that was the thing. Like I just remember thinking in my head, like, oh yeah, 125. That's the people, or that's the amount of people in there. You gotta have at least, right? Yeah, 100, then 120, then 130, then 150, then 175, then 200, then uncapped. Yeah, crazy. See, isn't it crazy how it's came such a long way from that? Again, like things like that, people wouldn't know. I'm saying it's crazy because like I feel like people that have came in the last like couple of years, they kind of don't understand how far it's came. Like again, from the span of Night Rave coming back in 2017 to where it is now, like bro, it literally it's probably been, I would say like 2 phases worth of like content. If we're really like, if they were just gonna like have 2 big releases type thing, it's probably like 2 phases worth of content they've put in the game since then, I would say. And again, so many different changes and different like things. Like even this like door over here. Like again, like yesterday I ran into this bar. Like that's a whole new addition to the game. the chef's bar or whatever. I mean, like the spank me chair, shout out Riley, you know what I'm saying? Alley Cat's little cat, like all these little things are like all new, Being stuck at like 123 and people being like, I need more. Yeah, literally, man, literally be like 123 or like, yeah, like me personally, I feel like I think 125 is a cap. I'd be like, bro, if it hits 120, like I'll give. Like I'm not gonna keep people waiting like that long, like. It did make a difference in the long run, I will say. I mean, it still worked out, so yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, nah, it was funny. Again, like I mean, I wouldn't blame people for like waiting till 125, but I just didn't want to do that because I just felt bad, Like I just think of it as an aspect of like literally, it's just like how I picture things like ADHD or whatever. But like, I just be like, there's 100 people in a room, and I'm just kind of like sitting there with like a mic, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna start when there's 125 in here. And it's like, bro, there's like, bro, there's 120 of us in here, bro. Like, just start. Like, what do you mean? Like, now I'm just waiting on the last 2 people. Just standing on the stage, light and everything. So, how's the weather out here? Like, bro, you know what we're here for. Just go, do it. Like, bro, man. But yeah, no, I'm like, I'm going. I'm not gonna make people wait. That's crazy. Oh yeah, facts, man, bro. You would dump like, and this is back in the day where, I mean, again, inflation is crazy now, but again, we're talking people were only giving like a couple $100. You put like $400 or $500 in there, and people be like, "Oh, that's it? I woke up for this? Oh man, bro, like that's that man. Like this wasn't as big as so and so event, Oh, Des and Rose would have did more than this. Like, bro, why didn't you go to Des and Rose's event then? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry for the free gifts you got. Like, yo." Yeah, man, it was so hard to get the absolute maximum. Because again, and it would be like funny because you would start, and it's fun if you do start, it's like you can't go back at that point. Like you're already started because you want to keep the streak. I don't even know if there was streaks back then, but it just felt weird stopping. But like, I think some people would stop, but still, it would be funny because you would be looking at the number. Because again, like when you click on the thing, right, it shows how many people are in here. So it'd be like, if you see it go under, and you're like, oh nope, you'd see someone stop. Like, bro, what happened? Like, oh no, I'm waiting for someone to come back. Like, yo. That shit's crazy, man. Yeah, they want to drop it. One player missing. Yeah, literally. They kept saying something like 124 out of 125. Like, bro. Like, literally, it's 124 out of, like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, like, come on, man. Like, that's like literally going to get fast food or something and being like, yeah, you got 5 cents and change. And you're like, oh yeah, I need that. Like, bro, it's a nickel. Like, you don't want to donate that or something? Like, put it in the little cancer research. Nah, bro, I need that nickel. Like, give me that. Like, are you serious right now? Like, bro, it's a nickel, man. Like, I don't know. Some people take that stuff serious, man. I couldn't. It couldn't be me. I can't be. I mean, if you're going for top like placement or whatever, I get it. If you calculate things, because some people be doing the numbers and stuff like that. But again, you should at least say that then, right? Like, at least be like, hey, yo, like, I need a certain amount of people in here. I'm trying to get a certain score. Okay, bet. I think people would be cool with that. But no one would say anything, right? Like, they would only say that. They're just like, oh, we need 2 more people. You'd be like, why? Like, nothing. Not saying anything else. Like, not going. And I get it. It's like, bro, like, you're giving money to people. Again, it's free, right? So it's like, I get it. Like, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you can communicate, man. I don't know. Streaks were introduced in 2018. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the streaks, but yeah. That was because I definitely remember people definitely doing the whole like, oh yeah, I'm gifting, and then stopping, and then being like, yeah, there's not that many people in there. And then I think streaks kind of fixed that because yeah, it was like once you start the streak, it was like, yo, like there's no point in stopping now. Like, you're gonna miss out. The streaks give you extra gifts, so you might as well keep it popping. I'm missing a French fry. I demand a refund. Like, yo, are you serious right now, man? Like, bro, I will give you an extra French fry if it's that deep. You know what I mean? Like, those type of people are the worst. I'm not even gonna like. Literally, at my job the other day, this man was trying to do laundry in our like laundry machine or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, I put in 50 cents, thinking it was only 50 cents, but I realized it was $2." And I'm like, "Okay, like that's tough." And he's like, "Yo, can I get my 50 cents back?" I'm like, "Are you serious right now? Like, I can't open the thing. Like, bro, I'll give you 50 cents. Like, it's not that. I literally just gave him 50 cents from the register. Like, I'm like, yo, like, if you need that 50 cents, man, like I guess, but like it's not it's 50 cents. Like, bro, like you can't just take the L. Like me personally, if I did that, I was like, oh damn, it's $2. Okay, I don't want to use that. Man, that's 50 cents down the drain, man. And the long list of other shit I've wasted over the years of my life. Like it's 50 cents, you know, but some people are different, man. It is what it is. But that couldn't be me though. Do you remember Fleek? Bro, man. Yeah, we don't have to go into the Fleek story, man. You know, I always think about that too. Bro, he's a grown ass man now, and he will always have that image like in Epic Duel. Like he always can come back and just change his name or something and probably just like blend in perfectly. But that's just always funny to think about, right? Like he has that like ingrained as a kid. Like he did that as a kid. So it's like I couldn't imagine like being a grown up, you know, like 10 plus years later, and then like logging into my account or something and be like, damn, remember when I just like did, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gotta get into the details, but just like, remember how I just like did that like low key. And again, it was like, he did that like 2 or 3 years in a row. I think he like scammed people, but yeah, anyways, that shit was kind of funny. I'm doing good, Catman. Thank you for asking. How you doing? We shouldn't have coins below quarters. Yeah, when you think about it, like the whole coin system is kind of like probably outdated. I would say just because like a lot of things don't even like translate. You know, I feel like you should just round up. You know, I feel like if you just round up in the method, and you probably could just save the trouble. But I mean, again, I think a lot of people use coins for a lot of things. So I don't know. I know coins have more like technical value than like paper, because like, you know, paper money can kind of devalue over time, but like no, because I think like even coins are made from like not even like real like silver and stuff anymore, right? I don't know. I'm not even, yeah, I don't pay attention to that shit. But man, I do agree though. I think like the cool coins, I never carry change on me. I just don't think like, what's the point, you know? Like, when am I ever gonna need change? Like, if I'm gonna give like a homeless person somebody, I'm gonna give them like a $5 bill or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. I don't know. Like, I feel like giving people change is just like, man. Like, whenever I get change, I literally just like, is there like a donation thing? Like, I just do that, or I tell the cashier to have like keep the change. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just me personally. Like, and it's not even like I'm like balling or anything crazy like that. It just feels weird to like hold on to like just change. You know? And then there's always the people that are like, oh yeah, you know what? I put it in my piggy bank, or I put it in a big jar or whatever. And it's like, that's a big jar of nasty ass metal, you know? Like, these are coins that thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people have touched over the years, and you're just putting it in a container for it to just fester. You know what I'm saying? You're not cleaning it or nothing. You don't put any like alcohol on it or nothing, and then just you're like putting your hands in it and stuff, and then you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take it to the bank, and you know, and it's like $100, and it's like, I don't know, man. That just seems like a lot. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I have a giant money box that I need to open from when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, well, when you're a kid, I feel like it's cool because it teaches the habit of like saving, right? But just like as an adult, it's just like, I don't know, man. I get it if some people use cash a lot and they're like, okay, well, I'm not just gonna give the change, like, because again, like I will say, if I went to the gas station every day or something, right, and every day I told someone to keep the change, okay, that shit can add up, right? But it's like I just don't use cash enough to where it would matter, you know? So it's like if I was a person that like went out all the time and I had cash on me all the time, or whatever, okay, cool, like do your thing, right? But like, yeah, nah, me personally, I don't carry cash on me enough. So it's just like it just feels weird to be like, I'm just gonna hang on to this 75 cents, you know? Like I have like a little, you know, thing in my car with like a, you know, cup holder, right? Like I'll put change in sometimes from like the drive-through or something, right? But yeah, nothing crazy. I don't have like a big piggy bank, or you know, none of those big little jars of just gross coins just sitting there. They're like, yeah, I just, you know, construction workers, they're like oiling stuff over their hands to come home. Like, I just throw change in there every time I come back, like, you know, about to go take a shower or whatever. Like, oh my gosh, this is probably the dirtiest change ever, man. Yikes, I can't. Fun fact, it costs about 2 cents to manufacture a penny. How does that even make any sense? What the heck? Actual black hole of money. Literally, how's that? It takes 2 cents to why? That's some American shit. That is some real ass American shit. Like, man, we're gonna get everybody to use this thing that costs more than what it makes just to establish an order of our money is important. Like, all right. I wouldn't have the balls to ask a quarterback. Yeah. That's it, man. Same. I feel like that's crazy. There used to be another coin the U.S. made or mint called the half cent was discontinued in 18. Why do you know random facts like this? A. And B, why would someone actually have half a cent? That would be crazy. That would be like, imagine if you ran a mile and someone was like, yeah, you ran this mile in 6 minutes, 18, like 6 minutes, 18 seconds, and 27 milliseconds. Like what? Why do I would be upset. Why are you telling me the millisecond? Oh, he lost his streak? Did he lose his streak? Hello? Oh, well, okay. I guess no one's going for it anyway. Okay, never mind. Fair enough. All right. I was going to say, I was like, what went on here, man? I was like, we were talking for a second. Yeah, he lost. I think he's ahead enough, though. Yeah, I think he's ahead enough. Oh, no, he lagged. I mean, he's ahead enough to where, again, it should be fine, but I don't think anybody's going to come from it. I mean, well, there is time left, but I don't think anybody's going to come from him like that. Yeah, this is Enchant we're talking about, though, too. He probably has a lot stored up. But, yeah. But no, a half cent just seems super, super trash. What's up, Colt? How you doing, big dog? Yo, I thought you were going to go for a daily yesterday, the way you were popping off when I first came in, man. I was like, hey, this man Colt was over here going crazy. But say, where are you at on the leaderboard, by the way? Look at you, number 12. I see you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope it doesn't cost $2 to manufacture a dollar. Hey, no one in America, it might be. I was literally talking about that the other day, man. Like, America's the only place in the world that literally has no money, but everyone else believes we have money. So we continue to just make money. And yeah, I'm saying, like, we're the only place that's like in debt, but everyone, again, still values us as like the highest economy. Cause like we are, but it's just like, you know, like I wonder how much fake money is actually in America. You know, watch the FBI come in there right now, bust down my door. FBI, open up. You're talking too much. But yeah, no, like I couldn't imagine how much fake money is actually like in the world. Like, you know, like when you think about it, like a lot of the numbers are inflated in a lot of online stuff. Because again, it's like why wouldn't a company inflate their numbers? You know, it's like, you know, I was thinking about that with Amazon. Like Amazon's worth like $40 billion, right? And then under that, it's like Walmart and like at least like retail sales. They make like $40 billion worth of like retail sales a year or something like that. I think, or at least for 2024, something like that. I was looking at a chart. And the next under that was like Walmart at like 19 billion. And I was thinking, I was like, wouldn't it be like, even if I'm number one, right? It's like the thought process. If I'm the best and like I was natural, it's like, if I might as well take steroids, right? Like not like in a bad way. That sounded really, really bad. But like, again, it's like, if I'm number one, right? I want to stretch my number one status as far as I possibly can. So even if I'm number one, it's like I might as well inflate my numbers because no one would think that I'm inflating my number. I'm already the best, right? So it's like, again, every year, you know, Bezos probably inflates his numbers. Like, you know, there's probably plenty of places, especially like the tech people, you know, Elon, Tesla, like a lot of these people like act like things are all peaches and cream. In reality, like shit's really bad and they just like get money from like a friend or something. You know, like that's why a lot of them do a lot of these things in like politics and like, They kind of make these like friends outside of countries and all this other type of shit. Cause again, it's like, bro, if I was gonna be an embezzler, right? If I was gonna like get money from other people and just like put it in my company, it would make sense if my company is already worth like $1 billion or something, right? Like the IRS might not question you if, again, you report this large amount of money you just made. Cause again, like you make large amounts of money, right? So it's just like, I just think by that kind of logic, again, I'm not accusing anybody or trying to start any conspiracy theories, but I'm just saying, from me personally, right? Like if I was at the top and I was in Bezos' position, right? And it's like, why wouldn't I inflate it just increases my stock. And again, it's like, even if I got caught, it's like, okay, I inflated my stock by like 5 billion or something like that, or 10 billion. I'm still worth 30 billion. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like no one's really even gonna care, you know, like they're still number one. So it's just like, it's one of those things is like, bro, if everyone in the NBA came out right now and was like, oh yeah, we're all on steroids. It's like, well, if everyone's on steroids, and again, it's like it doesn't really become that bad, at least like publicly, right? Like morally, obviously, that's different, but yeah, it just feels like that's where we're kind of headed. Especially, well, not headed, but that's kind of like what America is in a nutshell, right? Like, I'm not gonna say we're snake oil salesmen, but it's almost like we inflate this image of things that, like, again, we, can portray, or at least like think, or we want people to think is going on, but in reality there's a big ass dumpster fire, and they're just keeping people away from it, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But yeah, it just works. But for whatever reason, it just works. Like, it's been like that, it's probably gonna stay like that. And again, I don't think it's like we're in danger or anything, but it's just funny how that's just reality, right? Like, it just, for whatever reason, it works for people. Like, everyone still knows, we're in debt to China by like a bunch of money, but like, again, what's really gonna come from it? Like, I mean, again, this could probably age poorly, but again, it's just like one of those things. Like, there's plenty of bad things everyone knows, America does, but again, it's just like, well, they're also involved in so many things that like help things that people just, no one wants to even like try and stop that stuff. More than 99% of the US dollars don't physically exist. It's almost all digital. Yep, literally. Yep, facts. Which is nuts. Again, isn't that nuts to say? Because again, think about it. If there's like a grid failure, like a system outage or something like that, right? Like, again, don't quote me on this. I don't like know how these things work or anything. But just like, let's say some mega destructive shit happened and all that data got lost, right? Like, I mean, America would be able to bounce back, but the thing is, they would also just be able to generate more money, right? Like, they literally could just act like nothing happened, Like, let's say like Russia just hacked us or something, took all of our money. We'd just be like, oh damn, well, we know the access to all the like programming and shit like that, so just go in the back end and just change the number, right? Like, it should just go through, right? Like, what's saying that it wouldn't go through? Like, who's gonna IRS the IRS? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just the way I think. Like, again, I can't like put that into detail because again, I'm not smart enough. I didn't go to college or anything to see exactly how, all these structures and stuff works, but that's just how I be viewing it. Like, I just see it like that. Like, it's crazy the amount of shit we get away with, and everyone kind of knows that, like, the bullshit, people, do, but it's almost like, again, like, people just keep it, because again, like, it just is what it is, like, it is what it is. Someone will eventually catch it. What do you mean? Wait, what? Dude, my president just got out of jail? Yikes. Like, the president of your company for work? Yikes. Matter of fact, when Enron was caught out in 2001 and folded as a result, it caused legislation to be passed regarding more thorough investigation of corporate accounting records. Wait, what was Enron? I don't even know what that is. But yeah, I mean, it sounds, yeah. I mean, again, it makes sense. And it's funny because, like, again, like, the government will say that, right? They only do that to save face. It's not like they don't know what's going on. Like, the government always knows what's going on, right? Like, that's just what it is. So it's just like, it's just funny when they do stuff like that to save face and kind of like appease the people. But in reality, they definitely already know what's up. Like, they definitely know what companies like really have money and really don't have money, or what companies are like inflating their numbers or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if those companies are even involved with the government in the first place, and they're probably helping them do that in the first place. Because again, if companies that are involved with the government do good, like, again, like Tesla being aligned with Trump now, right? If America does good, like, Tesla's gonna do good, right? Like, that's just probably the reality of the situation. So, man. Wait, what? You said CA? Oh no, Cactus gonna give Tanky 100K bar in 5 years. Wait, why? For what? Message redacted. Hello, sir. Don't be. Can't, you gotta say stuff in the chat. Alonzo, how do I stop the gift animation? There is a way. Oh, yes. You can just turn off animations. You want me? I can turn mine off if you want me to. But I'm pretty sure you just go to, I think it's like show war notifications, I want to say, because technically it is a war notification, or that's how it's treated, I think. I don't know. Nope. Never mind, I lied. Maybe there's not. Is there a way? You can't disable. Okay, man. Yeah, I was thinking it would be the same as the war notifications, because I know they, like, I was thinking the gifting is kind of like treated as a war, but I guess not. So maybe not. I guess not. I guess you just kind of wait for them to go away, unfortunately. How many gifts do you think 15 place will be for this year? Well, I mean, from what I'm seeing or what I'm thinking, I think it just depends on how many people are gonna go for the million like gifts or whatever. If people are comparing this to last year and people are saying that last year was like super oodle crazy or whatever, I think last year was like what 8 people I think that had a million or something like that. I mean, we always can go to the wall, but I mean we'll probably do that later. But I would say probably Cactus is going for a million. Yeah, no, I think there's gonna be a few people going for a million. I know Cactus probably. I know Shadow. Probably James. Um, I know. I don't think Mando's going for a million. I think he might go for top 15, but I don't think he's going for a million. Enchant might go for a million, maybe. I don't know. And then again, I don't think Bane's gifting this year. So that kind of just leaves other kind of random people. I don't think anybody else like previous years are gonna go for a million. Maybe I'm gonna try and go for a million. We'll see. I don't know. I've been thinking about it just because like I don't really want my founder armor this year. I really want to get a bot like the Jack Frost bot. You know, so it's like I feel like getting that and then getting as many tiers of the gifting like thing I can get would be cool. If I do hit a million, because it would be cool to receive like all the like in-game gifts or whatever. Yeah, that would be great. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna probably aim for top 15, but we'll see. Trying to get top 15, be prepared to get 1 million or more. Oh, really? Oh, dang. Okay, never mind then. I mean, but was everyone top 15 last year in a million? Floki's going for 1 million. Dang, literally top 15 all last year had over a million. Dang, I didn't even know that. Dang, that's crazy. Was 1.1. Dang, that's tough. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see then. I mean, again, I think if I'll probably put it like that thing because again, I mean, I might just go for a million just to get the tiers. If I don't get top 15, I mean, hey, we'll see. $1 million varium is about 1 million gifts. Well, that's the thing. I plan on going for a million for a million varium. That's what the budget is, but I don't know. Yesterday it seemed like less or whatever, or not less, but like around that. Cause yeah, James just put that much, and I think he was spending like around like 400 or something like that. Depends on how many players on. Well, I mean, right now we're at 323. So again, we could build a hype, and I'm not gonna lie, like shout out to y'all again. We got support. So again, I'm letting everyone know again. My date's January 5th. So I'm gonna hope as many people come as possibly can because it would help a lot. You know what I mean? Again, but yeah, I'm playing. I'm trying to at least go for a million. But yeah, it'll be a bit easier because 100% global. Yeah, fair. Yeah, 323 plus in whatever, but not even online. Yeah. There's 400 people on. Okay, yeah, see? And that's the thing. Like, I don't know. If it really starts popping off and people really start coming around again, I don't know. Who knows how many people could really get in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, again, this is the first time I think we're really going to have, like, a very steady amount of, like, at least, like, projection. Like, there's going to be people actually, like, putting money into, like, advertising for gifting and stuff. Like, just trying to get as many people in on getting as many credits they can. So that way when gifting's over, they actually will have credits to kind of, like, level up if they wanted to, or get into Jug, or get into 2v2, or whatever the case may be, There's literally 400 a line, then it'll be a little cheaper. Yeah, fair. How much do you think it'll take to win a daily? I mean, you can win a daily with way less. I mean, dailies aren't that, like, crazy, but yeah. VAR is about what you would expect. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, again, we're going to start with that. Like I said, my date's the 5th. So I plan on having a decent amount. I'm probably not even gonna have all the amount that I'm going to like gift in general, just because again, we'll see. We'll see. Like again, I'm trying to play it by ear. Like again, I'm gonna have as much as I can on the 5th, and then the last day we'll probably like try and see how things are going, or how I can kind of weigh in things. So again, if I don't have enough, or I feel like again, I'm not gonna be able to really like get into the top 15 or something crazy like everyone's like 1.5 million or something, then hey, I might just throw in the towel at the 1 million. But I mean, again, we'll see what happens here. I'm also, again, I threw up actually didn't even show that. So like in my links here I have does it show that? Let's see. All right, so just give a little shameless shout out here. This will be the one time I'll ever do this, okay? So this is, a lot of people have asked me a lot of times, is there ever a way I can help out, in support of the stream, anything like that, donations or like subbing or anything like that, right? I used to say just sub to my Twitch button, but again, Twitch is kind of like lame now. And again, I don't even really use Twitch anymore. I kind of stream still there just because, again, I think it's healthy to kind of have the content as many places as I can. Like, again, I do plan on streaming on TikTok here soon. But with that being said, again, this is a donation link. Again, I set up a PayPal and everything. So if you did want to donate to the stream, help out with production, all that good stuff, Streamlabs right here. There will be a TTS, I think, eventually. So again, like if you donate on stream or anything like that, I'll be able to like read a message. Hopefully it won't be too crazy. I'll have like sensors and stuff, so that way people can't be like cussing me out or anything, right? But yeah, so that'll be up there. My Twitter's up there now again. I remade my Twitter. A lot of you guys probably wondered what happened. Last year, again, I had big Twitter, but I basically ended up making a new one just because I kind of had an epiphany this year, like early in the year, especially like when I got hurt. This is around the time when I was streaming, and then I kind of got hurt, and I kind of had to disappear, right? So like during that kind of time, I kind of realized that there's a lot of people in my life that I kind of over the years gave a lot of my like attention and kind of like energy and effort to, that just like didn't really deserve it, but it didn't really lead anywhere, right? And these are just people that I just didn't really like, not that I wish anything bad upon them or anything like that, but just I didn't really want to remind myself anymore that, again, like they were a part of my life, or even like, again, hold weight in my life, just because, again, like I'll always remember them, for the good times, X, Y, and Z, but I don't really need to see like how they're doing or like, what's going on. Like, again, if I talk to them, that's fine, but like, I don't know, again, it just depends, right? And this is over years of just like different video games, different like situations, different friend groups, like just weird things and weird periods in my life that I just didn't really want to like build upon, type of thing, right? Like I didn't want to build on this account and it just have like these other people that like I didn't really want them to know what's going on with me, if that made sense, right? Like I only want the people that, again, like if you actually care about, like what I'm doing or like the things I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, like, again, we'll get to that point where, I'll have like social media platforms out there where, you can kind of see that. But again, I only want people to follow me or like, like, subscribe, whatever, if you really like, again, like mess with the content, I'm producing, type of thing, right? So it's like, I don't want to be kind of like putting it out there or like want people to come around like, oh, hey, like I see you, you're streaming, like I'm gonna give you a follow. Like, nah, I didn't really ask for that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want a sympathy follow. Like, I don't want you to just like watch it just because it's like, oh, you used to know me or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to like, if you fuck with the game, you fuck with, what we're doing, you like the conversation, bet. You know what I'm saying? Come through, or watch the VOD, whatever the case may be. But don't just, no, yeah, like I used to know you and I just want to help you out. And like, no, I don't really need that. Again, that's not really for me. So again, I made the decision to kind of just like restart, So again, I restarted my Discord, restarted my Twitter all at the same time. And yeah, both of those are kind of up now. Hopefully we can get it as popping as what it used to be. I think I had like, I don't even know how many. I had a decent amount of followers, I think, but it is what it is. Again, they're kind of dead followers anyway, just things from the past. So, yeah. The Discord link I had over there is the Discord link to the Epic Duel official Discord. Roman did open it last night during the gifting season just because, again, we want to make new friends and have new faces. I think they're going to continue to kind of close it throughout the year just because throughout the year you kind of get like trolls and stuff like that. And you just have kind of different people that kind of come in randomly and kind of only want to come for like a certain thing. And then it's just not as it's not as fun, you know, like you don't really like dealing with that. And like a lot of people have their lives and stuff like that. They don't really want to come in and like monitor people or have to like baby people. You know, it's chill server. Everyone respects each other. We all kind of come in there, say our piece, talk about different things. But yeah, if you want to join that, the link is in there too. And yeah, I shameless plug, you know, I had to one time for the one time, you know. But those are up there, you know. Again, we're going for that. If I get top 15, like I said, I will 1000% put in a community Jack Frost bot that is the bot from last year's million gifting tier, whatever. Not too many people have the bot. And I think it would be really cool to put in the game and give people an opportunity to, again, experiment with that type of bot. It's a bot that's almost like the spectral bot, but it's almost like frost shards and a little bit of other energy stuff built into it. And again, it would be really cool to have, I think. So if I do win top 15, I would 1000% get that. And I'll probably just be happy with the million tiers or million gifting tiers. But if I don't win top 15, I'm probably just gonna go for a million anyway, because I just really want the tiers to keep it a band. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you know, again, if I don't get top 15, is what it is. Again, I think at this point, like whenever I probably go for my founder armor, I probably will go in like super crazy that year, and then that'll be the point I probably like, you know, get the last little pieces I want. But everything else, I'm kind of content with the new stuff that's coming out. Like the new stuff looks fire. The Valkyrie Omega set, oh my gosh, it looks sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't really need any like super custom gear right now, just because the last thing I want to get is the founder armor. But besides that, yeah, I kind of just want to get things that I haven't had yet, and a lot of it is that bot. I'm mad I did not get that bot last year. Like, man, I would 100% ask Night Wraith if he can make it a color customizable bot, because I think that would also be cool. First color customizable robot, I think, in the game, if that is possible. But if not, then we'll probably just make it like classic balance themes and keep it pushing. But yeah, that is the plan. That is the Alonzo Harris gifting manifesto 2024. You know, I don't know why I said manifesto, but it sounded cool. So you know, we're just gonna keep going. You know, but anyways, yeah, no, you should join the Discord, Colt. What's going on, Zap? How you doing, man? Man of the people. I try to be, you know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, it feels weird to, again, not try and elevate the community around me, right? Like I don't want to be the person that just has all the things that, you know, it's like, oh, like I wish people, or I wish I had his cores, or I wish I had his armor. Like, no, I want people to have the opportunity to like have their own flair, you know, have their own builds, have their own cores that have, you know, attachment. You know, for me, like, again, I see the Infernal Android and bro, I think about that, bro. I've won a lot of battles with that bot. I've won a lot of crazy situations that I shouldn't have won just because of the damage on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want people to have those type of attachments. You know, and you can't get those things if, you know, you don't give people opportunity to kind of get some of those hidden gems they wouldn't, you know, have a chance of getting. You know, there's plenty of people that probably would have an opportunity to even gift a million gifts, let alone, you know, climb the tier list like that, right? So yeah, I think having that be released to the community, something like cheap, you know, you put it like 50,000 credits or something, you know what I'm saying, for like a regular, and you do like 500,000 or something for like a color customizable, just because, you know, Night Wraith likes to inflate things just to kind of keep the credits and stuff, you know, spending or whatever. But yeah, no, I think that'll be fire, you know. I think people would love that. And then again, I think it would also help out, because again, like I would feel bad if I put up like a, you know, a link or something, and, you know, again, you're watching me during gifting, and then you send me a donation or something like that, and, you know, normally a person you wouldn't gift or whatever, but you send me like $5-10. It's like, bro, it would just feel weird. You know, it would feel weird to like take that, and then I'm not saying that I would just take it and spend it on gifting or whatever, right? Like directly, but it would just feel weird to like take money from people that could gift just for like a little bit of an amount. And then again, it's just like, they're not, you know, gifting with that. They're just donating it to me. So it's like, I feel like it compensates that, you know, if you do end up, you know, donating to me or whatever, if I get big enough, you know, you get a membership to the channel, you know, you hit a subscribe button or whatever. Like I always would be in the aspect of like at least giving back to the community in a way that, you know, again, it sees, you know, like, again, like people know like that's from our community type shit, you know, like they see the different things, you know, again, like for sure, like the, you know, Lonnie's, Lonnie's Destroyers, like those are 100% linked to like, again, our community, you know, the Balance Brigade, because of the fact, you know, especially after gifting, I'm going to be giving it out, you know, for free again. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, again, it's going to be linked to that because of that, you know, like you're gonna be watching the stream or something or Twitter or someone's gonna tell you, be like, oh, well, who made it? You know, I made it. You know, where is this guy? You know, what's he do? You know, I stream this. You know, blah blah blah. But yeah, again, I want it to be linked like that. I want people to see the different cool things that can come from, you know, people just, you know, kind of having common goals. You know what I mean? I think it'd be cool. There's no color customizable bots in the game. And then again, I think having a bot like that, like again, the core on it is a very unique core. So I think again, like it'd be really cool to have. And then again, if you're a person who, again, you would like that idea or whatever, hey, you know what I'm saying? Make sure on my date, January 5th, you're in the lobby. You know what I'm saying? Like it would help out a lot. 300K Varium is what I meant, bro. Oh, my fault. 300K Varium would be about what? Like it's 50K for 100. So that's like $600. Oh, what? I could turn into my stream earlier? That's awesome. That's actually awesome. That's actually super cool, man. Shout out to Aka. Did I say his name right? Like again, I was trying to say his name earlier and I felt like I was fumbling it. He has such a cool name. Like that name is so dope. I think it's like I want to say like okay. I think it's like Akatriel, right? Or I don't know. I don't know. Someone has to teach me how to say that. But yeah, I just call him Aka, bro. Aka's dope though, bro. Like Aka's artwork is hands down like him and Night Wraith, some of the most fire stuff ever. 100%. Oh, Akatriel. Okay, there you go. Akatriel. That's fire. I'm still gonna call him Aka, but Akatriel. That's a dope name. But yeah, man, shout out to him, bro. His artwork is again fire. Like I never thought someone would actually be able to like match Night Wraith's level of kind of like almost like simplicity but uniqueness at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's weird how Night Wraith has all these like these things that like again you would think like on paper like they seem simple, but it's just like the design, like how it kind of just like flows, like how it looks. Like it just looks really cool. You know what I mean? Like Delta Armor was something I've wanted for so long. So it's like when I finally got it, I was like, bruh, like, man. And again, it's so simple, but just like bold, you know? But man, like Aka, bruh, his artwork is fire too. Love it. But the same for me, yeah. Conversion rate. Oh yeah, yikes. Dang, it's 160 for 50K. Oh my gosh. Bro, 60 extra dollars. Oh my good. The conversion rate is crazy for that. Yo. Man, if I would yikes, that is nuts. Is that like the literal conversion rate or do they just charge for that? Like again, if you were gonna like for instance, if you sent somebody in America like $50, right? Would it or $100, right? Would it just literally equate to like $160 in like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or is that literally just like that for AE? You know what I mean? Because like at that point, it's like, bro, I would just find someone in America and just, bro, I'll give you the amount and give you like 10 extra bucks or something, you know, or like a percentage of the rate opposed to just that. Oh, Canada. So yeah, 100 USD is once. Oh, okay. So it's just like that naturally. Damn. That was the reward for 250K. The bot, I don't know. I thought it was like one of the in-tier reward. I don't remember from last year. Yo, the conversion rates do her. Oh my gosh, bro. That's nuts. They 60 extra bucks just on conversion for that. Like basically, so basically it's like a dollar is like 1.6% or something. If my math's right. I don't know if that's right, but that's ridiculous though. Period. That's crazy, man. Special is 115 damage, 110% AOE. Regular attack is 30% rage drain. Are you talking about the chainsaw or the battle bot or whatever? Right? Yeah. You're talking about the Nightbot robot? Nightbot. What's the Nightbot? I've never seen that one. Nightbot? Is that like a new one? Huh. Wait, so they had two robots from last year? Or which one? Or because I about to say I think the one from last year is called the Jackbot, right? Oh, I mean, hey, whatever. Because I think, well, if that one is, if the Nightbot is one, then it's probably just that's probably why we never see it. Oh, there was two. Okay, okay, okay. So the Nightbot was probably a reversion of the what you call it, the BattleBot, right? But it just looked cooler or whatever. And then they had the Jack Frost bot. Okay, okay, okay. That's fair. I mean, I think the Jack Frost bot would be better for 1v1, but Nightbot would probably be better for Jug. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. But again, I think the oh well, yeah, huh? I guess that would be. I mean, maybe I'll do a poll on it. Maybe I'll do either or. Honestly, I don't mind. Oh, so it's 5% extra. Okay, dang, that would be fire. That would definitely add some comp there to the Jug leaderboards. You know, a lot of people will be able to catch up. Man, they probably will because it has Rage Drain. Yeah, BattleBot is actually underrated. It's actually pretty good, but still, you get gifts during battle. Yes, you do. You get global gifts during battle. If you are online during a global gift, you will get it. Period. You can clap cheeks and get gifts. That's crazy. I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, you just left your character up in a, hey, do what you gotta do. That would be crazy. Yeah, I gotta set the ambiance. What you putting up? Epic duel. Yo, that's a. I don't even, that's not even a flex at that point. Like, nah. And Enchantis, but he got his streak back again, man. He's popping off. Dang, he passed James. That's crazy. I wonder how many people are on right now. Does anyone have the number of how many people are on right now? I know. Hey, it's funny because yesterday everyone was tripping too. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's not even going to break 330 this year. Oh, gifting's dead. Cancel it." I know. Some people were trolling, but man, like there were really some people freaking out. I was like, "Bro, let's give everyone a second, man. Like, let's everyone just calm down here." You know what I'm saying? I think we'll be all right. 388. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. And again, I think it'll only get more because again, the more hype that gets out there, the more people that kind of know, and like again, the more events that people kind of like say. Like again, I don't even know how many people are gonna pop up for my event, but I might have some surprise people though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got a little bit of ties. I got family ties in the community, so I might have some people that have to pop out that haven't played in a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would just bring a bunch of people in. Because again, I want my event to be kind of like a talking shit too. Like people are just gonna be like, we're gonna be gifting, but I want everyone to just be like talking, reminiscing. Almost like a Christmas party, damn near. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to be there, Cole. If you're not there, bro, I'm not starting until you get there, bro. I'm gonna be salty. No worries. Catch you later, Cactus. Good luck on your AQW dailies, man. And that man is a soldier. Hey, Cactus be out here getting shit done for his characters, boy. I tell you. We're going to pick up AQW here soon. After gifting, I mean, I probably should have announced that later, but I will say after gifting though, I'm definitely gonna pick up some other Artix games. I'm thinking about starting a series for like videos and stuff, just so like, I mean, on stream again, we'll always be streaming Epic Duel, like you know, you already know what it is. But I'm gonna start throwing videos out there just to like see what it is, like you know, get like some grinding videos in, like bro, me and Cactus in a lobby is pretty funny. Like me and Cactus got jokes, man. So that'd be cool if we just like, get a group together, we all go, you know, farm shit, talk shit, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be cool for some videos and whatnot. Yeah, facts. Yeah, exactly. A little AQW series type thing. I have a character too. It's not even like I haven't played the game. Like I got a character with some old school stuff on there or whatever. I mean, probably nothing like crazy, right? But yeah, no, my character's old though. I used to, and that was the biggest thing. I quit. The only reason why I quit playing AQW is because literally I had no one else to play with. Like I had no friends that like would hop on, and it was one of those things. Like I remember when the game was popping and they had like releases every Friday. Like I don't know if they still have releases every Friday, but I used to literally hop on for the new story event every Friday, bro, killing like the monsters and stuff, killing the new bosses that would pop up. Like I was doing all that stuff until again, like you fell off, and once you fall off, it's like, okay, I'm trying to kill the bosses from beforehand, and no one's here. You know, so it's like, bro, I can't 1v1 anybody. Like you know what I'm saying? You literally cannot kill the bosses by yourself. Like that's the whole point. You have to have a bunch of people. So but if you go to the areas that like again don't have many bosses and you're not that high of a level, bro, you get smacked. And it's like, bro, I can't continue the story until I kill this boss. So what am I gonna do? Like I'm like, oh, you can go level up and stuff. But it's like, bro, I don't want to level up. I want to do the story, man. Like I'm paying attention. I like the story. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, no, it's steady now. I'm talking about back in the day though. Like when it was pop. I mean, this was back again when you know the whole Flash thing and stuff was like first like starting to like die out. Because again, this had to be like actually no. We're talking way before then. Actually, now that I think about it, because I was playing AQW in like middle school type thing. So this had to be like maybe like a few years after the game came out. So it probably wasn't as popping as it was then. A lot of the people that were playing at the time then, they were always on the new era stuff. Like so whatever came out, whatever update came out, there was always a bunch of people on Artix at the new places. You see like 1,000, 1,200 people on that server, and then you have all the other servers, whatever. But yeah, you go around and bro, you just wouldn't. You'd see people farming in like the other you know little mini places, but like the big bosses, bro, you'd be by yourself. You'd be like, all right, you little fucking my Grand Inquisitor's mace. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run in here. You know, we're gonna get this fight started. You get like 2 hits off, dead. Like, bro. Flamethrower, 300 damage, 300 damage, 300 damage, like dead. You know what I'm saying? That shit was not the business. Like I can't do anything about that, man. But yeah, no, it'd be cool because I know a lot of y'all play it here too. So it'd be cool to get some of y'all in here. You know what I'm saying? We get a big Discord going. We start raiding some people, shit like that. I'll be down for that. Like I said, I like that game. I have no beef with AQW. Like I said the only thing that I didn't like about it was I didn't have people to play with, and then the whole like PvE thing over time kind of shied me away from it, especially when I was like, you know, height of my high school fucking like competitive video gamer days, right? Like I was like, I'm only playing comp stuff. Like I gotta kill somebody type thing, or it doesn't feel good, you know, being weird, right? But like, yeah, no, nowadays, bro, I definitely play AQW. AQW lit. It's always cool loading up my old character too and seeing like just like the random shit I had on there and random again. I still don't even know how to really like play that game like that, like to a T like that. I do know it's a lot of like cycling between like abilities and stuff and kind of like making sure you're using abilities at the right time. Like I have a couple of cool classes. Like I have like a blood something. I have a couple like Varium classes. Like I think it's like Legion Doom Knight or something like that. I want to say that's like pretty fire. Like I have that. I have I want to say it's like blood Bloodmancer or something like that. Maybe I don't know. I have a couple of cool classes though that like carried me through some shit. But yeah. What is the Yeti for the winter achievement? I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember that. What day are you gifting it? No, the 5th, January 5th. Yeah, man. The holidays are always busy. You know, it's kind of hard to keep the grind going, man. It's hard for me to get friggin' 6 hours of sleep in a day. Oh, it's an achievement for claiming the daily login. Is it? Oh, is it achievement today or something or the the daily login for today. About to be day 3 with a chant. Enchant winning day 2. We had James winning day 1. Dang, Enchant put up 700K, bro. It's crazy. Yikes. Yeah, I wonder how much he really put up there. Man. I will say I'll probably put up a poll for the bot though to see like which one to go for, the Night bot or the Jack Frost bot. So I'll probably we'll probably figure one out as a community and then go from there. If I will say though, again, if it gets crazy and I really like, let's say again, like the best case scenario pops off, you know, again, we get monetized, you know, we're doing good, you know, whatever, right? And we get 2 million gifts given or something like that, right? I definitely would 1000% get both the bots, 100%. I'd get the Jack Frost bot and the Night bot and definitely release those to the public. So yeah. That, but I mean, that again, that's hopeful thinking, right? Like, I don't know how I'd get to that much. Like, again, I can get to 1 million, but I don't know if I can get to 2 million. I mean, it's one of those things. So, like, let's say again, like, if I'm an extremist, like, I'll put that out there. So it's like I get kind of like into things, and like once I'm into something, like I'm a full send it. Like I'm just that type of person. So again, if we fuck around and we hit like 1.4 or something or like 1.5, right? And then it hits the last day, I will dead ass put like however much money I need to just to get to 2 million at that point. Just because again, it's like for whatever reason in my head, I would always think, well, I was already at 1.4. Like, you know, like what would have been 600,000? Like I might as well put up another 600,000. Like I might as well hit the 2 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you hit a certain point, it's like I might as well. Like I'm already that deep in, so I might as well just keep going. You know, like that's just how I feel. This is why I don't gamble or anything like that. This is why I don't do the whole prize picks thing. I don't go to the casino. You know, I don't do any of that just because again, I'm very much like that. So yeah, when it comes to this though, 1000%. If like let's say we went crazy, like again, let's say we fuck around, we had like 500 people on or something, and you know, again, I end up at January 5th. I end up with like over 1 million, like 1.2 million or something, right? If I can collectively get a decent amount of money, like, and it's still obviously like pay my bills and you know pay for food and shit like that, right? If I can get a decent amount enough money to hit 2 million from that, bro, I would do it because again, it just what like there's no point not to. I feel like you're already like close to like once you're past 1 million, it's like I'm halfway there, you know? Like I mean that sounds crazy the way that you know say it out loud because again it's 1 million, but it's just my thought process from the goal of 2 million. It's like, well, you're halfway there. Like, you know, you might as well try. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, you fall short, but at least I tried. You know what I mean? I gave it all I got type shit. So I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. But I do know, I will say again, with certainty, it'd be one of those bots for sure if I end up getting top 15. The plan is to go for 1 million for sure because personally, I just kind of want the gifting set. I think the gifting set is kind of dope. I think it's really cool how they added that. Me personally, I'll probably like for the years to come until I hit a point where I'm probably like, okay, I don't really need anything anymore or something like that. I probably won't be going for that. But until then, I probably am going to be aiming for like that 1 million just because like a full set for gifting, it seems like a good deal, especially a classic set that like not many people are going to have. Like, I don't know. It just, to me, it seems cool. It seems like a cool idea. So, yeah, gotta thank Enchant, of course. Man, he won today. Man, but that was crazy. You know? People bring back items. Are they usually in a shop or given by the name? Before it was given by the name, but I think this time we're gonna do it by shop. So I think it would just be the easiest. They brought it back in a shop before. So I don't know if they'll be able to do that or if that's going to be like the thing. Maybe they'll put it like the challenger or something, before the end of the season. Again, I don't know the details. They'll probably figure it out after gifting ends. But yeah, I would just keep in mind again, you know, in due time, we will have some way to release it to the public to where, again, most people will be able to get it. So I know it won't be a code because they said that in the design notes that it wouldn't be a prize code or anything like that. I think they're just trying to keep it least complicated as possible. So it'll probably be released like at an NPC or something over time, and then they'll probably just take it out of the game or some shit like that. But yeah, you probably will have to pay for it because I know like with the other thing like the Lonnies, I did put mine like in a store. I think I put it at like, what was it, like Titan or something or Charfade. I literally forgot where I put it, but I put it at some store. And I think I sold it for like very cheap. And then, yeah, I know a lot of other people were able to like pick the store and stuff. They could like put it in there, but that was back then. I don't know how he's going to do it now, so it could be a little different, but I do know he said he will work with people to be able to like release it to the public type thing. If that's what they want to do for like replicas. So yeah, that will be me 100%. Either way, like I said, even if I don't get top 15, either way, again, I appreciate you guys coming through for the ride, man. Like, really, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? They say every year, again, everyone says that, this might be the last gifting, or this year's not going to be as popping, or this year's not going to be as good, X, Y, and Z. Bro, again, I don't know if it's just me. Like, again, maybe it's just I've been out the loop for a little bit or whatever, or like maybe, again, it's just like the long journey of like gifting itself. But like, bro, to sit up here and be like, yeah, top 15, like everyone's going to have over 1 million gifts given. That is nuts to me. Like, that is a lot to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is crazy to say out loud. So like, for it to be like that and then be like, people just be like, yeah, I don't know, like gifting's dying. The fact that we have 15 people that are willing to put that much money into the game still, and there's going to be other people randomly dropping random amounts, doing other things, bro, like, I think we're perfectly fine. I think we're doing good. We're doing all right over here. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's the second day. Bro, we're already a person at 700,000 gifts given. That's a lot of money. Yeah. So, yeah. I think this year is going to be, it's going to turn out to be a big one. Again, I think there's probably going to be, again, more people. The more eyes that people see it, the more people that kind of see what's going on, the more there is a possibility of some random person coming through being like, oh, yeah, I used to play this game. Oh, well, I got a bunch of money to spend. Oh, yeah, sure. I might as well hop in this event. Again, it's free cloud. People follow me and stuff. So, hey, might as well hop into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be that person that does that. So, again, you never know what is going to be until it's just the end. And then it's like, okay, well, now it's the end. And, you actually see what can happen. But again, like, we can go through these years right now. Again, I got to get ready for work. But I'm just going to give a little peek here. In the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Again, we have the leaderboards to kind of see, kind of see exactly what it is. Not Musashi catching strays. No, I wasn't even trying to call him out or nothing like that. But I'm saying we can go look at that. Like, literally like that's the point right here. Literally, this is 2019 after Bandit put up 1 million, which was crazy when he did that. But this is 2019, right? Think about this. Riley won with 600,000 gifts given. They beat that in 2 days. Like, this was something that she was doing throughout the year, like little by little. And I remember when she was doing this, people were still thinking, dang, this person has a lot of money. It's crazy. This person has a lot of money. She's doing this. And again, Bane, 300,000, Kezi, 300,000. This year I won 300,000. You know what I'm saying? So again, 2019, this is a time where, again, this was the end. This was after we had already drained out our bank accounts, put out as much money as we could between all of us. I barely squeezed in here to get this spot. And we're at a time where now everything's just, bro, we're in the second day. The second day. And we're not even talking, like, we're talking people all the way down to the top, like, we'll say 17, right? Like, they already have a small, like, big portion of what this was. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, like, I think every year it gets, like, I'm not going to say it's going to beat or a new record's going to be there, but there's just enough volume to where, again, someone is going to come through. There's someone that's always going to be planning for that time. Just like after this year, there's going to be someone who's going to be like, oh yeah, next year I want a gift. So they're just going to slowly, again, start buying their AP, stacking their coins, stacking their chips, going crazy, and then bam, it'll be the same thing. And again, as you know, James won this year, got his shit, I'm saying 1.4 million. And again, he's already at, again, put a 400,000, I'm saying? Yeah, he only has put 1 million and he has only been a day. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. Yeah, 2020 was wild too. Yeah. Other one, yeah, 20 Enchant. He put up 2 million 2021. That's nuts. And yeah, even dang, look at this. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, top 15. Literally everyone had a million. This is nuts. I didn't even realize this. That's crazy. Literally everyone had a million. That's when everyone really started to pop off, huh? Do they not have any more after this? Hello? Where are the new ones? Do I have to go all the way across? I think I have to go across. That's tough. I gotta go back. I think it's this way. All right. 2018. Or maybe not. Maybe they didn't put it up. 2017. Dang, 300,000. 2017. Crazy. 2016. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I won with 80,000 gifts given back then. That's crazy. You know, all the way to 2015. Oh yeah, I forgot. Bro, I barely got into that. Man, that's nuts. On that, so it doesn't go. I don't think the last three. Oh, it's left to Titan. Oh, okay, my fault. Let me. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's how you know. I haven't seen. Gotta hustle. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. So 2023. Dang. So this was the top 50 from 2023. And yeah, you're right. Look at that. Top 15. Literally everyone had over a million, which is crazy. And it's kind of crazy how I fell off from 16, 700,000, like 300,000 difference. But yeah, look at that. Insane. 1.1. So she had 5 million. Nuts. Yeah, nuts. It's crazy to think about. And so that's the thing though. It's like, man, like to see where it all had gotten from, and then you go back to again, like I'll go back to Matrix and then go over like real quick again, just like, bro, like 5 million is crazy. But again, just think again where it started from, bro. Like we're seeing people that again, like I got there with like that's Chop, the bomb Chop V8 type. Chop's such a weirdo, man. But yeah, look at that. I got him with 300,000 2019. Crazy. That's nothing. That's like nothing nowadays. You know? Got him with 278,000 was the other low. And Bandit put up a million, and that was supposed to be crazy when he did that. You know what I mean? Resurgent at 77,000. Imagine somebody getting it with 77,000 in this day and age, you know? It's crazy, man. Crazy. Gladiator won with 379,000. And these are again like times where we at the time were thought these were crazy numbers. You know, these were insane numbers. Like only lo and behold think what was going to be ahead. So that's what I'm saying. It only could be imagined. Like imagine some random crypto guy comes in here and fucks around like, yo, I'm gonna spend 50K or something. Right? Again, it only I mean, that would be insane, but just it only inflates it even higher. And again, it just gets even crazier. Again, I won 2015 with 24,000 gifts given, man. Isn't that nuts? Like 24,000, bro. Like literally, there's 20 people that are literally over that in 2 days of us just starting. But yeah, man. Again, sky's the limit, man. It only gets better from here. Not necessarily in numbers, but just in volume. I think the more people come around and like the event and genuinely come around year after year after year after year, it just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger because it becomes more of a staple instead of a hype thing, right? So man, we're heading towards that, and I'm excited. You know, again, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be playing regardless. So, man, if you're like me and you're gonna continue playing, man, make sure you come around, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everyone joining up today. It was an amazing stream. I had so much fun. No voice chat tonight, but it's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. We can always get a voice chat in maybe later. But I don't think anyone came through because again, it was just busy. But nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Again, I appreciate everyone always. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock sharp for another one. I have no clue who's gifting tomorrow, but hopefully, again, it'll be even, you know what I'm saying, crazier today. Who knows? You know, I know there's going to be a couple of times where there's going to be a bunch of clicks and there's going to be 15 people popping up gifting. And man, those when the really parties come back in. But sheesh. I cannot wait for it. Until then, I got to go to work. But I hope you guys have an amazing, aggressively amazing night, and aggressively amazing day tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? As always, got to keep your head up in these dark times. And I will see you guys in the next one, man. Thank you for coming around, bro. We had like 25 people around the whole stream, man. It feels amazing, man. Really, like, shout out to y'all, man. Like, you guys are the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And I cannot stress that enough from my heart, man. But I will see you guys later. You guys have a good night, and I am out.